on WKRG News 5.
Mobile police swarm an apartment complex that's been a constant target for criminals.
Get that out of here with some pictures.
Our cameras are there when they take down the suspect.
A massage parlor raided in Baldwin County. Now a couple's in jail, charged with prostitution.
Plus, former President George H.W. Bush and now his wife Barbara are hospitalized. We'll have the latest on their conditions.
And the inauguration is only 2 days away, and some local students will be there when Donald Trump takes office.
From WKRG News 5, the Gulf Coast news leader. The news starts now.
Hi, everyone. I'm Peter Albrecht.
And I'm Devin Walsh. Thanks for joining us tonight. First on 5, Mobile police put a stop to a burglary in progress by tasing the suspect who was running away. They caught the criminal with a lengthy rap sheet trying to break into an apartment at Midtown Oaks near Dauphin and Florida Streets. News 5's Emily DeVoe was the first reporter on the scene, and she joins us now live with the latest. Emily.
Devin, a situation like this is highly unusual because usually police show up after the burglary's already happened. But Mobile police are crediting beefed up patrols to such a quick arrest. But a quick arrest doesn't mean an easy one. Take a look.
I don't care.
Caught red-handed.
You're not gonna force me to see.
Burglary suspect Preston Taylor
Get that out of here with some pictures.
was anything but quiet
I want that
when police put him in the back of a cop car.
Y'all gonna be guilty of sincerely pissing me the off.
Mobile police say they got the call of a burglary in progress a little after 11 a.m.
He kicked it. He's in there.
Jack Healy, who lives at the apartment, was just getting home when he saw the door wide open and Taylor running out the back with an officer close behind.
They came out from the backside, cut across the yard. I could hear him yelling.
Police say Taylor pulled out 2 knives and the officer had to use a taser in order to stop him.
We have had a lot of break-ins in this area, so we have taken a proactive response.
This is the 25th time in just 6 months police have responded to burglary calls at the apartment complex. That's part of the reason they pulled up so quickly this time.
We actually asked the officers to actually ride this area. So when the call came out, the officer was actually 2 streets over, and he was able to get here very promptly and detain the subject.
You get over here and you hear things like this.
The frequent patrols make Tamika Osteen feel better about letting her kids play outside.
They ride bikes, scooters all the time, and they're out here, they walk in uniform and everything, and it makes me feel really safe.
As for Taylor,
last question, were you high on drugs?
Last question, kiss my.
He was found with several syringes on him, and a look at his criminal history shows this won't be his first trip to Metro Jail, not even close. Taylor is facing charges for resisting arrest, burglary 2nd degree, and running from police. He's now also the suspect in several other of the burglaries that took place at this apartment complex over the last 6 months. We'll have more on that at 6 o'clock. Reporting live in Midtown, Emily DeVoe, News 5.
All right, thanks a lot, Emily. Across the bay, police say a massage parlor was offering more than just massages, and that's put a husband and wife behind bars. We broke the story at noon on News 5. Our Debbie Williams joins us now live in Foley with all the details. Debbie?
Pete, police say that it was some undercover officers that tipped them off of what was really going on at Massage and Body Works near downtown Foley. According to police, a married couple operated the massage parlor, offering extra services to customers. Michelle and Tim Cobb now face charges of prostitution and operating a business without a license. A suspicious building inspector brought the business to the attention of police, who then began an undercover investigation.
Just the offer of sex or additional services in this case are considered prostitution. So that was established that she was offering a service, but she also advised that she could come back with a wife and have a couples massage, and that her husband would be involved in that.
Now, police say they don't know how long the couple have been operating out of this location, but say they are now out of business and facing some serious charges. Live on the Baldwin County beat in Foley, Debbie Williams, News 5.
Thanks, Debbie. Baldwin County Sheriff's deputies are investigating the early morning death of a 52-year-old Bon Secour woman. A man called 911 this morning and told dispatchers that someone had killed his girlfriend. When deputies arrived at the home off of County Road 10, they found the woman lying next to her bed. The coroner says there are no signs of foul play at this point. An autopsy will be conducted to determine the exact cause of death.
Eyes around the country are on a Houston hospital tonight after former President George H.W. Bush was hospitalized this weekend and then today moved to ICU. And to make matters worse, his wife Barbara was also hospitalized today. News 5's Ashley Knight joins us now from the Webb Center where she's been monitoring the situation. What's the latest, Ashley?
Well, Peter, former President Bush is known for celebrating his birthday by making tandem parachute jumps out of airplanes. Currently, he's the oldest living former president at 92 years old. Former President George H.W. Bush is in the intensive care unit at Houston Methodist Hospital, hours after a family spokesperson said the 41st president is expected to be released in a couple days. A news statement says he's in the ICU with an acute respiratory problem stemming from pneumonia. Doctors had to sedate him to perform a procedure to clear his airway. Additionally, his wife Barbara was also admitted to the hospital Wednesday after experiencing fatigue and coughing. The 92-year-old former president was taken to the hospital on Saturday for shortness of breath. Mr. Bush was seen in public less than 2 weeks ago at an NFL playoff game. And in December, he celebrated the Pearl Harbor anniversary with former Senator Bob Dole. His office announced earlier this month that the former president and First Lady would not attend Donald Trump's inauguration because of health concerns. Now, this is the fourth time in 5 years former President Bush has been hospitalized. Doctors say they are pleased with how his procedure went. We're now waiting to hear any news on Mrs. Bush's condition. Live in the Webb Center, Ashley Knight, News 5.
All right, turning now to our weather forecast. It felt like an early summer day.
It did. I thought today has got to be a record or close to it. Plenty of fog, though, still a problem. Let's check in with Alan Seal.
Certainly there is still fog. Here's a live view at Dauphin Island on the east end. That fog has not moved all day. We see it on our Alpha Skycam. So once again tonight, just like last night, a dense fog advisory covering all of our coastal counties, even George County in southern Mississippi. Visibility will be dangerously low. Another perspective, a live view at Perdido Pass. You can't even see the bridge there in the distance. That's the way it's been all day right there at Orange Beach with the temperature of 67 and relative humidity about 95%. So later tonight, cloudy and foggy again. Look at that rain sneaking in from the west. We're not going to see it by midday tomorrow, but by late tomorrow night, we'll get a line of thunderstorms. I'll talk about that in the forecast in a few minutes.
All right, thanks, Alan. The suspect wanted in the fatal shootings of his pregnant girlfriend and an Orlando police officer is in custody. Markeith Lloyd was captured last night after eluding police for more than a week. He was led away by police with a bloody face, shackled in the same handcuffs that once belonged to the Orlando police officer he's accused of killing. He was found heavily armed in an abandoned home. Police talked about the decision to use the fallen officer's handcuffs.
Deborah Clayton risked her life for this community that she loves so dearly, and to put her handcuffs on the bad guy that she was trying to catch when she was killed is just significant. It's meaningful to her family, which I did tell Seth Clayton about it. It's meaningful to her OPD family as well. It's something that we want to do for the family and for the law enforcement community.
Lloyd faces a slew of charges, including first-degree murder, unlawful killing of an unborn child, attempted murder, and 2 counts of aggravated assault.
For the final time, as President Barack Obama takes questions from reporters today, hear what he had to say when we come back.
Plus, parts of East Texas are underwater. You won't believe some of the video from Houston.
And as we head to break, we'll take a look right now at some of the traffic on I-10 near the Daphne exit. You're watching News 5, the Gulf Coast News Leader.
Gulf Coast Office Products. Over 20 years of quality service.
Everybody's mornings are different. But we all need to know one thing. What's going on in our community?
As you're waking up this morning, we have new information from overnight.
Watch News 5 this morning starting at 4:30. Get top stories from overnight.
New information you need to know as you head out to work this morning.
Weather to plan your day.
It's a great day to be outside.
Checking out the Bayway for you.
And traffic to see if you need to take the long way. Because no matter what your day looks like, mornings matter.
At Palmer's Hyundai, we work hard to get the car you want at the price you want.
Lease a 2017 Hyundai Elantra for $159 a month. Lease a 2017 Santa Fe Sport for $299 a month.
Hurry and get the car you want today at Palmer's Hyundai.
The best parts of breakfast and lunch have joined forces with Golden Corral's ultimate 7-day brunch, beginning every day at 9:30 a.m. Try our new brunch favorites like strawberry cheesecake French toast and sausage gravy and biscuits, alongside made-to-order omelets, fluffy buttermilk pancakes, carved ham, crispy bacon, and all your classic lunch favorites. With these delicious brunch items on the buffet you love, your day just got a whole lot tastier. It's the ultimate 7-day brunch only at Golden Corral, the best buffet in the USA.
Don't be afraid to trade. You've got Chris Myers Credit Support. Bankruptcy, not a roadblock. Divorce, not a deal breaker. With Chris Myers Credit Support, even if these things happen, you could get approved. Chris Myers Credit Support connects to a nationwide network of financial lenders. Millions and millions in lending funds are available to you. Get the car you want. Get it today. Approved with Chris Myers Credit Support. Log on chrismyers.com.
Start your New Year's off the right way with a great deal at Palmer's Hyundai.
Lease a 2017 Hyundai Tucson for $249 a month. Lease a 2017 Hyundai Sonata for $199 a month.
Hurry and get the car you want today at Palmer's Hyundai.
If you go looking for trouble, you will always find it.
That's what heroes do. They fight.
Supergirl.
Welcome back to News 5 as we take a look at what's making news outside the Gulf Coast today. President Obama held one final press conference today and began it by stressing the importance to a democracy of a free, impartial, and professional press.
It doesn't work if we don't have a well-informed citizenry, and you are the conduit through which they receive the information about what's taking place in the halls of power. So America needs you and our democracy needs you.
Incoming President Trump has repeatedly tried to discredit the press. President Obama also fielded questions today about Israel, Russia, and his pardoning yesterday of former intelligence officer Chelsea Manning, and he expressed his concern and prayers for former President Bush and his wife, Barbara.
Heavy rain and severe storms moved through southeast Texas today, causing dangerous flooding. Roads and freeways were flooded throughout the city of Houston. Rising waters forced some drivers to leave their vehicles behind. Forecasters say 2 to 3 inches of rain are possible in most areas, with some isolated areas possibly getting as much as 4 inches. Many schools delayed class times because of the flooding and closed for the day in other places.
It is official. 2016 was the warmest year since record keeping began back in the 1880s. 2016 also set a new global heat record for the 3rd year in a row. To come up with the figures, officials combined global temperature records from various sources, including NOAA, NASA, and the European Weather and Climate Center. Not only was this the 3rd record-setting year in a row, but it also means that 16 of the 17 hottest years on record have occurred this century.
Well, coming up, Fairhope police are investigating a deadly motorcycle crash.
And we speak to the mother of 3 children who were killed in a wreck in Texas. Stay with us.
Well, it was foggy along the coast. It still is, but you're enjoying a good-looking sunset. This will be changing. I've got the forecast coming up.
How can Sub King offer a 7-inch combo for $6.99? We're not a franchise. Sub King, 8 Mile, Crichton and Government Boulevard near the bus station. So be wise, don't eat franchise.
Dolphin Way Assisted Living is a beautiful modern facility offering independent and assisted living at its finest. Located in the heart of Midtown, close to medical services and shopping, we offer oversized units with private bathrooms, large closets, and beautifully landscaped grounds. We also offer free local move-in for new residents. Call to schedule your visit and complimentary lunch. Dolphin Way Assisted Living. Quality care at one low price. 3085 Dolphin Square Connector, behind McConnell Automotive, or visit dolphinwayalf.com.
At Palmer's Toyota Superstore, we make it family friendly. We make it fit. We make it rough and tough. Because Palmer's knows trucks and SUVs. Drive 2017 Tacoma double cabs for one low pay price of $11,975. $11,975. Drive new 2017 RAV4s for one low pay price of $11,715. $11,715. Palmer's Toyota Superstore, your Gulf Coast family store.
Don't be without the WKRG News 5 app. Get news, traffic, and weather on your tablet or smartphone. Just go to the App Store or Google Play and type in WKRG.
Different flavors make the world go around. And now try the flavor of hot honey mustard on the boneless wings meal. Served with crinkle fries, Texas toast, and a 22-ounce drink. Friends, family, flavor. Zaxby's. Indescribably good.
Your whole life can come apart after a motorcycle accident. Our client Greg was seriously injured when a car in Orange Beach hit his motorcycle. He needed help with his insurance, his injuries, and medical bills. He called Long and Long right away. We recovered over $350,000 for Greg. At Long and Long, we're a family-run law firm.
That's exactly how we'll treat you.
Long and Long has helped thousands of people put their lives back together. When injured, call 432-HURT.
Fog likely played a part in a deadly motorcycle crash in Fairhope this morning. The wreck happened about 3 o'clock on Fairhope Avenue, not far from the Fairhope Pier. Patrick Waits was unable to negotiate this curve and lost control of his Suzuki motorcycle. The 24-year-old man from Wilmer died at the scene. A dense fog advisory was posted at the time of the crash. Even 9 hours after the accident, the fog was still pretty thick near the bay.
It's really a shame. I rode motorcycles for years, and it can happen so quickly. I've ridden in the fog before, and you can see very little. So all it takes is one little thing, and you can't react quick enough.
Patrick Waits is the son of Daphne Fire Lieutenant Ken Waits. The exact cause of the crash is still under investigation. Police say that Waits was wearing a helmet.
Today, one Mobile mother is learning more details about the fatal accident that killed her 3 children in Texas. The accident happened on Saturday in Midland, Texas. Neva Rogers has been communicating with authorities, but says the initial information she was given wasn't true. News 5's Allison Spann sat down with her today. She joins us now live in the newsroom with more. Allison.
Devin, it's just a heartbreaking story, and I'm sure one you can sympathize with as a mother. Neva received a call on Saturday letting her know that her 3 oldest children and her ex-husband had all died in a car accident. Neva and her ex-husband, Cantrell, split. The 3 oldest children had been living with their father in Texas, and their youngest had stayed behind with their mother in Mobile. The accident happened near Midland, Texas. Authorities told Neva that the man who hit her family had been driving over the speed limit on a wet road, which caused him to swerve, go over the median, and hit Cantrell and her 3 children. The bodies were on their way back to Mobile for burial when the Texas DA's office decided to press charges against the man who hit them.
So we had everything mapped out, and then everything changed. So now everything's changed. So we're waiting, and so we're in a logistical nightmare as far as transporting the kids home once they're done doing what they're doing. And they were embalmed. Now they have to be re-embalmed, and we have to do all this stuff over again.
Roger also just found out today that her oldest daughter, Christian, did not die on scene. She was transported to the hospital where she received emergency surgery. Neva said she feels like she was robbed as a mother because she could have been there for Christian. The family has set up a GoFundMe page to help pay for transportation from Texas to Mobile, where all 4 funerals will be held. You can find a link to that on our website at www.wkrg.com. Reporting live from our newsroom, I'm Allison Spann for News 5.
All right, thanks a lot, Allison. Well, it has been a special day here at WKRG, a big honor for our own Alan Seals.
Yes, he has been elected president of the National Weather Association in 2018. It is one of the highest honors that a meteorologist can receive. Last year, he was also named a fellow of the American Meteorological Society. So come on and join us in saying congratulations to our chief meteorologist. And now, Alan, we want to hear one of those award-winning forecasts.
Now, Alan Seals with First Alert Weather.
Well, the pressure is on right now. I'll tell you, when I got the news, I was in a fog. See? That's Orange Beach. I know you really can't see it moving, but that's a time lapse at Orange Beach earlier today. Thick fog, which has been sitting on the coastline, and the rest of us, unfortunately, are going to see this scenario later tonight. But there is one glimmer of hope right now. If you are in Mobile, you're looking at a beautiful sunset. Here we are at News 5 at 71 degrees. Take that off. Look at the golden tint of the sky, some cirrocumulus, altocumulus clouds. A quiet scene on our Alpha Skycam. Quiet now. This time tomorrow night, it's actually going to get a bit loud, the rumble of thunder. So mid-60s, that's where the dew point is. Humidity is high. We'll see fog returning once again tonight. Be careful as you travel. Temperatures don't fall very far. So it's the same song we've been singing for the last couple of days. And there's that dense fog advisory covering George County, Jackson County, Mobile, Baldwin, all counties in the Florida Panhandle. It means be advised later tonight. Visibility goes low. You must go slow. Be careful. This is 7 o'clock in the morning. A misty, foggy, cloudy start to the day. By lunchtime, just a couple of showers, no big deal, but look across Mississippi. The brighter colors, those are thunderstorms that will start moving toward us mainly late in the afternoon. So roughly about this time tomorrow evening, scattered thunderstorms across southern Mississippi will move into southern Alabama and keep on moving. In the process, you should pick up ½ an inch to an inch of rain, and a few of those could be strong. A small chance of a severe thunderstorm tomorrow late afternoon and evening, but a 70% chance of needing an umbrella, especially as we get later in the day. Still a warm afternoon tomorrow, lower 70s here, mid 60s in central Mississippi. This time tomorrow evening, just about. Line of thunderstorms moving toward the east, not a very big line, so it's not going to last very long. Friday, that'll be our day sort of in between weather systems where we have some mist, some clouds, some sprinkles. And then as we get into Saturday, we may get 2 more rounds of strong thunderstorms, one on Saturday morning and then another one coming up on Sunday. So lots of daily changes. Stay alert and keep updated. Fog, though, that's your big concern later tonight with temperatures in the lower 60s. Tomorrow afternoon, not quite as warm today, but still warmer than typical with rain coverage starting low, but then rising to about 70% by late in the day. Friday, not too wet, but then Saturday and Sunday, it gets wet again. And my computer jumped ahead. I will show you the rest of that forecast in a few minutes.
All right, we'll see you then. Thanks, Alan. The City of Mobile held a press conference today to brag about the equipment it's auctioned off. GovDeals.com awarded the city 2 awards for successful auctions of equipment and vehicles this year. And Mayor Sandy Stimpson says these auctions are crucial for city finances.
Because of the cooperation of city employees, then we have been able to sell $1 million worth of equipment this past year. And we actually sold 418 different items on GovDeal, which netted, as I said, $1 million worth of revenue for the city, which is a big deal.
Stimpson says his administration is determined that selling equipment and vehicles online brings the best return.
Some big tech news. Netflix blasted past its own expectations and even Wall Street. The company added more subscribers this quarter than ever before. The streaming service reportedly added 5.8 million subscribers last quarter, which is from October to December. Obviously, investors were impressed. Their shares jumped 7% after the news broke. Overall, Netflix now has 89 million paying members worldwide.
Donald Trump becomes president in 2 days. We'll talk to some local students who are making the trek to Washington to witness history when we come back.
Hi, I'm David Green.
And I'm Sheriff Sam Cochran.
We want to encourage you to watch News 5 Scam Busters.
With the help of the Sheriff's Department, WKRG has made a commitment to keep you informed about scams being carried out in our area, online, over the phone, or even at your front door. We provide you with information so you won't be scammed.
Tune in every Wednesday at 6 and 10 p.m. for WKRG News 5 Scam Busters. Brought to you by Green & Phillips Injury Lawyers.
Tomorrow's the day we'll play something besides video games.
Every day is a gift, especially for people with heart failure. But today, there's Entresto, a breakthrough medicine that can help make more tomorrows possible.
Tomorrow, I want to see Teddy bait his first hook.
In the largest heart failure study ever, Entresto is proven to help more people stay alive and out of the hospital than a leading heart failure medicine. Women who are pregnant must not take Entresto. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. Don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren. If you've had angioedema while taking an ACE or ARB medicine, don't take Entresto. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high potassium in your blood.
Tomorrow, I'm gonna step out with my favorite girl.
Ask your doctor about Entresto and help make the gift of tomorrow possible.
Golden Corral's ultimate 7-day brunch. Every day at 9:30 a.m. Enjoy new brunch favorites like strawberry cheesecake French toast, sausage gravy and biscuits, made-to-order omelets, carved ham, bacon, and all your lunch favorites. Your day just got a whole lot tastier. Only at Golden Corral.
Over 1,000 vehicles at the place to buy. Eastern Shore Toyota. I-10 exit 38.
Well, welcome back. Some local students are on the way to Washington, D.C. for President-elect Donald Trump's inauguration. They will be joined by thousands of students from across the country.
What is the presidential inauguration? What does that mean?
Daphne High School social studies teacher,
When the president-elect becomes the president,
Mary Donna Helms, is devoting part of her week
he will take this oath of office
to teaching about Donald Trump's
the very same one
inauguration
that George Washington took.
But she, along with 3 other students, will be seeing it firsthand.
Regardless of party politics, whether you're a Democrat or Republican, we're going to get to witness the 45th president be inaugurated to the highest nation in our land. And it's just an exciting time. People from all over the country, students from every state will be in attendance.
The Daphne students will watch the inauguration on the National Mall. They've been counting the days.
To really just be able to see the president in person and be able to make my own opinions and get a well-balanced perspective of what our government is all about.
It's something that not everyone can go to, so you kind of have to take that chance, be part of history, be right there.
Hunter Sessions can't wait to be right there. He signed up for the trip even before the November election.
It's going to be worthwhile. When I go there and I experience it in person, like you can dream about things and visualize it, but actually being there in person, it just changes your whole point of view on things.
The students will have an action-packed trip and will get to visit many of Washington, D.C.'s historic sites.
You can teach so much out of a book, but there is nothing like walking in the places where these famous people walked. We're going to stand where Martin Luther King gave his I Have a Dream speech. We're going to the Lincoln Memorial. We're going to the U.S. Capitol, and just being there, touching, feeling, experiencing is nothing like it.
And Ms. Helms says that after Donald Trump won the election, she had several students who wanted to try to sign up for the trip, but it was too late because the money had to be turned in October.
And those aren't the only locals headed to Washington. A group of Cub Scouts and their dads are on their way right now, and they sent us some pictures from their road trip. Pack 177 will lead the Pledge of Allegiance during one of the events tomorrow in the nation's capital, and they'll be sticking around to witness the inauguration on Friday. Good luck to all our Webelos on their big journey. Apparently they're in North Carolina, soon to be in Washington.
Okay, they're still smiling after that long trip. All right, Alan, I'm smiling with this weather we've been having.
Yeah, it's still warm, but watch out for the fog tonight, and then tomorrow afternoon, thunderstorms.
All right, thanks, Alan. Thanks for watching, everyone. The CBS Evening News is next.
Mel and Roseanne will see you tonight at 6.